Hello, Forex traders. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you live. My name is Harry, and I live in the UK, and I'm a Forex trader. I've been trading Forex for 3 years, and within these 3 years, believe you me, I have blown so many accounts. Okay. Um, the good thing is, I never gave up. I came back each time I blew an account. And I do sit down and reflect and say to myself, what did I do wrong? Um, if I had done the opposite of what I was doing, I wouldn't have done those accounts that I did. But forex trading comes with experience. Um, you will blow accounts before you eventually start getting understanding the gist, understanding how the big boys move the market. Okay, but in my case, I blew so many accounts before I eventually um, understood how the market moves. Okay, so my videos will be based on what I think the market is doing. Um, I'm not going to say I'm a super guru because I'm not. I'm just a retail trader, an experienced retail trader, because I've been doing this for 3 years now. So I am experienced because I've done so many things trading. When I say so many things, I've traded so many strategies. Okay, I've used um, I've used indicators. I've used plain charts. I've I've named them. I've used all candlestick um, patterns. I've chart patterns. I've used them all. Okay, so um, I know what it takes to be a forex trader. If you know what I mean. Heartache, the pains, the sleepless nights. I've gone through all of them. But luckily, I never gave up. Like I said, I came back each time, persevered, and I said to myself, I am going to make this. Okay. And you watching this video or listening to my voice, I'm sure you will make it as well if you keep pushing. You need to keep pushing. You need to keep believing. Don't give up. Believe and believe and believe. Trust me, you will get there. I did it, so you will do it as well. Okay. But welcome to my channel, a brand new channel, and I'm here to help you, um, the newbies, the experienced bees, and the middle bees. I'm here to support everyone. Okay, and feel free to drop a comment below, ask me any questions, and I'll be honest with you. If I don't know any question, I will reply to say, "Sorry, mate, I don't know what it is." Okay, if I do know the answer to your questions, I will respond with an answer. All right. So first of all, I just want to talk about the trade I just took this morning. Today is the 22nd of September 2020. I live in the UK, like I said, and so this is my morning. We're just, I mean, we're just 30 minutes to 12 noon in the United Kingdom at the time of making this video. So I'll just explain my CADCHF trade that I just took this morning. I've gone long. A lot of traders are going short. I went long, and I'll explain the reason why I took a long trade on this. So first of all, each time I open any chart, any currency, I first of all go to the daily time frame. Sometimes I go on the weekly time frame, but my main time frame that I go to is the daily time frame. So when I go to the daily time frame, I plot out my zones. For example, this zone is my demand zone. That is my demand zone. That is my supply zone, and that is my supply zone on the daily time frame. So based on the daily time frame, I'll draw down to the 4-hour time frame. So now I know what the daily time frame is saying. The daily time frame is telling me the price moved up and started coming down. So price was in an uptrend. So if you plot a trend line here for those of you that do the trend lines, so if you plot your trend line here, you will see that the trend line has been broken. So the uptrend has been broken. Okay, so as the trend shifted, for me, yeah, this demand zone has to be removed. So this demand zone has to be removed for us to have. So we had this push down. So we need a push up, a push down. Okay, so we need to. I want to see us create this low here. Yeah, for this lower high, has to move down. So now, because how I know what I'm looking for, I'll go down to the nearest lower time frame, which is now my 4-hour time frame. Now, in the 4-hour time frame, we had this consolidation here. So we had this support here, and we had this resistance here. And what those traders like, retail traders, what they like, what most of retail traders do is they trade a break of support. So we had this resistance here, support here, and then we broke it. So when we broke it, a lot of traders did what? Went short. So when they went short here, let me go down to 1 hour. You have a clear picture of what I'm talking about. So when this was broken, retailers went short, right? And then the stops are all here. So it pushed up, retested, came down. More sellers went into the market. Stops are above here. Meanwhile, at the bottom of this support is a demand zone. So this is the daily demand zone I showed you earlier on. So here there are loads of highs of stops at this bottom. So this is called stop hunt. There are piles of stops here. So what happened is, as the market pushed down, it gave the retail traders the same signal. Can you see this? This rejection here? There was a rejection here. There was a rejection here. Also there. So it gave the retail traders the same signal to go long. So after the rejection candle, you had this bullish candle. So there are loads and lots of traders that have gone long here. So what happened was, as they all went long, the stops are all here below the level, because this is what the textbook tells us. Put your stop below the structure. So stops are all what? Taken out. All the stops are taken out. Price came down to the demand zone, and then up we go. Yeah. Then what they tend to do again is to give you another second test. So you say, oh, the break of support is what? It turns to resistance. This is what the textbook tells us. Shorts, more shorts came into the market, price went up. Now, this candle here has taken out some of the stops of people that sold here or sold here. Maybe some stops are still hanging here. But believe you me, this candle is coming together. This is a live trade, as you can see. This is a live trade. Okay, so I'm long on this trade. I'm long on this trade. So this is the part 1 of this video. I will do part 2 after the completion of this video. Whether I lose the trade or whether I won the trade, I will make another video. Okay, so this is the first video I'm going to make. So this is a brand new channel, my first video. And when you go to the top of this resistance, the same process. We have a supply zone. This is a daily supply zone. And above this, we have stacks of or piles of stops. Yeah. So this is gonna go up, give us the same rejection there, and then what will happen? Retailers will go short, and they need to pull back to remove them, and then hit the supply and start coming down. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever entered a trade, it stops you out, and then immediately goes your way and hit your take profit? Yes, many times. It's because you do not understand this concept. Manipulation occurs every single day, every single currency. What I want you to do is to understand the power of supply and demand, because supply and demand is what moves the forex market. So when you see these structures, when you see these levels or ranges, you need to mark them up and look what is below the support and what is above the resistance. You will see that you have supply zones above the resistance, and below the support we have the demand zone. These are the places you need to be taking your trades, not at the support or resistance. Yes, if you took your trade here, it worked out well. It worked out well. You sold here, it worked out well. However, the big boys, we are using this level to build on big manipulation occurring. If you're a break and retest trader and you're making money, trust me, you will make it for a long time. Unless you're smart enough to catch the second phases or third phases. So you're smart enough to understand what was going on here. You took this trade, you took here because you know or you have an understanding that this level is being created. After this second touches, do not trade it. So people say the more touches you get, the better the level is. That is not true. The more touches you get, then you need to leave that level, because sooner or later the level is gonna break, and then this will happen. What is happening now will happen. Okay, so this is the understanding that I call later in years I've been losing money. So I understood this concept. I'm not going to show you other videos that I've taken, other trades that I've taken with the same concept, but those are done and dusted. Okay, those trades have been won. But my videos from henceforth will be based on these market manipulations. So once I see them, I'll make a video about them, and then I'll upload it on my channel. It's left for you to learn how to identify these levels. It is straightforward. First thing you need to do is to go on the daily time frame, mark out your levels. So you mark out your demand levels, supply levels. If you don't know how to identify your supply and demand levels, drop me a message below, okay, and then I will give you a one-to-one coaching free of charge. But if you want to dive more deep into the supply and demand levels, then we might need to talk about how to gain that knowledge. But for just basics, I'm not gonna charge you any money. I'll be happy to just show you or teach you how to identify them. But there are more to supply and demand levels. There are more to it. Alright? So first of all, you go on the daily time frame, identify your daily levels, your daily demand and supply levels, not support and resistance levels. I said demand levels, At the bottom is demand, above it is supply. So once you identify them, go to 4 hours, look for levels like this. Look for levels like this. If you can't find them on a 4 hour, go on a 1 hour. You will find levels. It happens every time, every week, every day on different currencies. So in between supply and demand, you will see these levels. If you don't see them on an hour, you can drop down to 15 minutes and look for them. You will see them. So once you see them, you just plot your line like this and then wait for a break of the below or the above. Okay? But what you need to do is you need to make sure that on the daily you understood what is going on. Like I said at the beginning, uptrend, uptrend trend is being broken. Okay? So our shift, our bias goes onto the downside. But like I said at the beginning, I need to see a push up. Yeah, so we need a push up and then a push down. Alright guys, so we need a push up, then a push down. So that is it for this video. I'm not a big fan of trend lines. I just use it to just to identify what is going on. Okay, so this is it for this video. Like I said, this is a part one. The part two will be the conclusion of this trade. Okay, as you can see, this is a live trade. You can see it's a live trade. So I will do the end of this trade. If I lose or I win, I'll make a video on it. And one more thing before I go, I didn't tell you how I took the trade or why I took. No, not why, but how I took the trade. So once I saw the break of support, I waited for the demand for the price to get into the demand and then push out. Okay, I do not want to see. So I've done that for 1 hour. I do not want to see the price come into the demand zone and start easy. So like going sideways. I want the price to come into the demand zone and quickly rejects it. So that happened here. So this was what I was waiting for. It came down, rejected it. Okay, then I got this pullback. Then I took the trade here. And the rejection of another second rejection. I took this trade. You can trade it. You can take the trade here. There's nothing wrong with that. You can take this trade as long as first of all, as long as you've seen the rejection, you can take the trade. Yeah. The reason why I took this trade here was because I was sleeping. Okay. So I woke up. Alarm went off. So I set alarm on this level, so it went off. I didn't wake up. So luckily, so when I woke up, I saw it here. This happened, so I took the trade. Okay, so now I'm waiting for this to happen to finish. I said my second video will be the completion. Will be the part two. Will be part two of this to show you if I lost or win. So normally when you take this kind of trade, the stop goes below the demand zone, just a few pips below the demand zone, and then you target the next opposing zone. So you target the supply zone. Okay, you might want to put your TP at this level if you want. Okay, but you need to make sure that it's at least 2 to 1 risk reward. Okay, so as you can see, this one is not really 2 to 1, it's just few pips shy of, 2 to 1. Yeah, I could drag this a little bit, make it 2 to 1, but because of the supply zone, I like to get up before the supply zone is hit. So make sure you target 2 to 1. Yeah, like I said, it's just a few pips shy of 2 to 1, but I'm happy with this. All right, so this is part 1. Part 2 will follow shortly. All right, guys, take care and stay tuned.